All right, so this video is for the customers that receive packages from Amazon. I'm coming on here to try to help you get your packages when you want them and how you want them. I thought it would be a good idea to add this because I have had some deliveries where the packages had notes or different things in there, and the customer wanted their package at a different time than what was placed in my route. So I wanted to make sure you knew how to set up your account so that you can get your packages when you specifically want them and not at a later date, a later time, or all that other jazz that comes with deliveries. So here we go. Okay, on your home screen, you're going to go to the upper right corner and click your accounts and list. Find your addresses in that first column. I blur this out obviously because there's addresses. You're going to click that your whatever address is or add your address, and you're going to find this page. Once you enter all that, at the bottom it says delivery instructions optional. You're going to make sure that you have on here what you want the delivery driver to do. And the Amazon system will go ahead and make sure that your items are efficiently placed within the driver's route so that it gets there when you want it to be. Sometimes I've had deliveries this is kind of like for businesses where I would get there way earlier than the business opened because it was placed in my route that was 12:01 a.m. to 11 a.m. and the business didn't open till like a later time than when I got there. But if the hours had been set, it would have placed it within my route in such a way that I would get there after the business opened. So that happened today where I actually got there after the business opened. Previous times I have gotten there way earlier than the business opened, and I had to double back to make sure that the customer got that package. But that's just me. Other people may not necessarily do that. But on here, you're going to find your property type, and then you're going to make sure you go through these options and specify when they're, like, if, for example, business, when your business is open, if you're open on the weekends, if you're there on holidays, things of that nature. Make sure you do it in this part and not on the notes where you're typing in your narrative. You don't want to have it there. You want to make these different selections because the app or the system isn't going to route your package appropriately if you just write it within the additional notes section. If you want your package to come on a different day, make sure you do that when you are selecting your like your payment and things like that. You're going to choose your day. Make sure you choose the appropriate day and not typing it in the notes, but actually selecting it on that side of it, because otherwise those notes are just for your driver and it doesn't affect when you get your delivery. Hope that was helpful. So see you in the next one.